understand. They said they've been awakened since what, the 60s. You got these schools, man, out here telling you they got 100% of the truth and they don't even know Christ.
Bring it out.
And this is the problem. We always waking up to the same doctrine.
That's right.
The doctrine of death.
That's right.
And when you're trying to reprove, and you know, and I'm going in today. You got these cats from GMS make videos, and I'm seeing them on a video talking about rape.
Bring it out.
How you gonna force your sister, man?
Bring it out.
How we gonna be spiritual men, leaders of the peoples, and we can go out and smash our own brother's daughter?
Bring it out.
That don't sound like a man of God.
Bring it out.
And then they back this doctrine, man. Then they go crazy. You got them out here, man, wolf in sheep clothing.
That's right.
They really wolf in raggedy clothing out there, man.
Bring it out.
A lot of these cats, they don't even wear their fringes. They just Israelites on the weekend.
Bring it out.
In the camps, they get away with murder, man.
That's right.
These elders, they getting away with murder. They got blood on their hands.
That's right.
But the idiots, and I don't mean to call them that, but that's what they'll defend it with their life. They would defend these things with their life.
That's right.
And we're going to go into it today. But read. Why is it that they the only, these schools and camps and these churches, man, got all kind of madness going on and none of them got no truth? You got some of them out here, these GMS dudes, they got 100% of the truth.
Bring it out.
They got 100% of madness, man.
That's right.
This is what's wrong with these brothers. They proud, man, puffed up around here. You think I don't get phone calls, man, about what goes on, emails?
Bring it out.
How these guys smashing our sisters out there having wives and stuff, man.
Bring it out.
You thinking I'm not getting this information?
Bring it out.
You thinking I'm not getting this information?
Bring it out.
You thinking I'm not getting this information? You thinking they not contacting us, telling us what's going on? All they doing in this nation right now, man.
That's right.
We haven't built nothing for the peoples, man.
That's right.
Why haven't we built one building for the peoples?
Bring it out.
Why can't we have one building that we can all go and have our Passover in, man? Why can't we pool money together and have this building for the nation? First, that's a cursed image, man.
That's right.
First, that's a cursed image, man.
That's right.
See, those are your images that y'all love, man. And I don't know how you put an image up like that. You got it. There it is. See, this is what we came in the truth in right here, man.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
The image of the beast. See, this is what we came in the truth in right here, man.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
The image of the beast.
What?
But that which is made with hands.
That which is made with hands, read.
Is cursed.
That's cursed, read.
As well
as the person that made it, read it.
As he that made it.
Read on.
He, because he made it.
Read on.
And it, because being corruptible.
That's corruptible, read.
It was called God.
That's what they give us, man. This is why I say our peoples are being fed spiritual fornication.
That's right.
Corruptible, read.
It was called God.
That's what they give us, man. This is why I say our peoples are being fed spiritual fornication.
That's right.
Take that garbage down, man.
Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rechaha, Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren, fellow followers of the faith and believers of this truth, and shalom to the elect. So anyway, this Jake here, whose school name is One Body in Yahawashi, but everything he speaks of is totally against the teachings and the actions of Yahawashi. He doesn't believe Yahawashi worked any miracles. He doesn't believe we should identify with the image of Yahawashi. He actually calls Yahawashi the beast. He calls his image the beast. So Most High is now stirring up things and making it evident that these camps, these other groups, are really haters of Yahawashi, right? That's what it's coming down to. Some don't want to call on the name. Some says the writings of the book is false. Some says Yahawashi didn't work miracles. Now this guy is saying the Yahawashi's image is of the beast. That's what he's teaching. Now, when this white Jesus was being pushed on us, We would never see Jake come up and say anything like that, right? This is casting down those imaginations as Paul was speaking of in the scriptures, these strongholds of the white Jesus. Now, obviously, if you have a son or daughter, mother, parent, whoever, a loved one, and you went to their funeral and they had a picture of a Moabite type person up there, or a white person, and you were so-called black, but it had their name on there, you would have an issue with it. And secondly, in that time, Yahawashi was here. So we didn't need no extra images or whatever. But for the lost sheep, even today, we were following different gods. So we need to identify with the one that we follow, right? John the Revelator gave a description of what Yahawashi looked like. So, and through the angel, gave a description of what Yahawashi looked like. So, is John the Revelator a worship of the beast? Revelation 1:14. I'm not going to go there, but I just wanted to say that. He said that this is a doctrine of death. We're going to get back to the image. I'm just kind of scrolling through the things he said. He said we're rapists and we're teach to go rape people. I don't know who started this or bearing this false witness against us. All these groups that get confounded, that's the first thing they say. And then all of them sit there and agree, which means they're the ones just as guilty. There has not been one report of us as an Israelite going smashing and raping young women or anybody. And if that was the case, if this guy, this agent who says he gets phone calls, try to set us up, we know we don't have no affiliation with that kind of behavior in this society, to go around just raping women who don't understand the laws of the scriptures or understand what the Bible is all about under another form of authority, not even a mindset of being actually woman. The majority of the women aren't really playing a role of what they're supposed to play anyway. But anyway, let's start going to the scriptures. This man also says, why can't we just all get along? So now I'm going to just roll through the scriptures and pull all this out and, make a lot of corrections on this madman. This man should be holding an axe. He's like a butcher of the scriptures. This has got to be the worst of the worst Israelite group, man. I've never seen anybody. This guy says these people that run the world aren't even running the world anymore. So this is the worst of the worst. John 16:13. He also says, as we were saying, as I said earlier, that this was a doctrine of the devil. This is what he said. And this is what those men would have said when Yahawashi came on the scene. And he had to say, I didn't come to destroy the law and the prophets. I come to fulfill. Anyway, howbeit, John 16:13, howbeit when the Spirit of truth is come, he will guide you into all truth, for he shall speak of himself. He shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will shew you things to come. Right? So, when you're dealing with the Spirit of truth, you will be guided into truth, in motion. To say something like that, because the truth has evolved, to say something like that, even in this man's system, who they claim started basketball, let me say that, James Naismith or whatever, as basketball evolved to what it is today, you don't go back and condemn what was started to evolve for what it is today. Right? This is a wicked group. Now the Most High handed us the truth, right? We got the truth, and we're still marinating in this truth. The Most High loves flavor. We're not going to just stay stagnant. It's going to grow. But somehow this guy doctrine, he teaches that he has the true doctrine and is now grown. So this guy believes he's the the God of the Israelites. He don't like Yahawashi. He hates he dislikes GMS. Let me say that. Anyway, let's go to Matthew 13 and 9. Who have ears, let them hear. Right? It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and saith unto them, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. So what is this saying? You have multitudes of Israelites that are going to wake up and is meant to wake up, but they were never meant to conform and come under one building and one roof together. After all, if that happened, then there would be no need for Hebrews 8, Jeremiah 31, when all Israel be saved and we all shouldn't have to teach his neighbor and we all be one. We all be linked together. Remember, to have an elect, you must have a non-elect. And everybody that's the non-elect is not somebody just strictly of the world. The non-elect will know that they're Israelites. Let's get this one, Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, but the rest was blinded. This is period. Did you not read the Bible? These guys are low level, man. They are low level. But what they've managed to do, they've managed to use prosperity to fool and deceive the hearts of the simple. The love and everybody get under one building. FOPI does that. All these groups, IUIC, Sakari, they all do it. They all do it. We all love. Why can't we just love one another? You know, it's about unity and this and that. They don't care about unity, man. It ain't about love. It's about bringing up GMS, a Great Millstone name, to heap yourself some fame and get you a little more attention. By discrediting us, calling us rapists, because we say we have the 100% truth and confidence of the scriptures, the knowledge of the Bible. What are you holding the Bible for, man? This is why you guys get in these debates and you get confounded. Or those Christians start chewing you up, man. Anyway, let's go to Exodus. Exodus 28. I'm going back on his ideology about having an image of Yahawashi. Why did they have the image of those the 12 tribes chart? Where did that come from? So we can see now that he has an issue with One West. He has an issue with what he learned and what he's slowly going to do, just like those guys of Spiritual Lesson, those guys, so-called Spiritual Lesson, those guys are slowly going to drop it, just like Chicago, just like everybody else who came into the truth. They slowly just putting it off. And then when that name of the Lord is gone, they got nothing else. Right? Goes on to say, and they shall make the ephod of gold, blue, and of purple, of scarlet, and fine twined linen with cunning work. It shall have the two shoulder pieces, therefore joined at the two edges, therefore, and so shall it be joined together. You guys, it's all about the law, man. Hey, what you doing? And the curious girdle of the ephod, which is upon it, shall be of the same according to the work thereof, even of gold, of blue and purple and scarlet, and fine twined linen. And thou shalt take 2 onyx stones, and grave on them the names of the children of Israel. So there's nothing wrong with engraving. There's nothing wrong with images. It is something wrong because when it goes to the worship of idols and other gods, that's where the problem comes. It's just as bad even if you don't engrave and you get on your knees and pray to another god. It's just as bad. Don't you read in Nahum 1, the Lord said he's a jealous power? Like he's really going to be mad because we brought back and cast down that stronghold of the image of what his son really looked like. That's why it's there. If it wasn't there, we wouldn't say anything about it. In the book of Daniel, we wouldn't say anything about it. You're creating an image in your head. And this is those other these black only Israelites too. Said we're not supposed to have the image of Yahawashi, but they probably got pictures of their grandma, their uncles and cousins, rappers, all in their house, man. You can't help but to make a graven image. When you sign your name, you get a credit card, you got to sign. When you pick up a package from UPS, you can't help but to make a graven image. But the key is, are you doing it for the Lord or are you doing it for Baal? It says, verse 11, with the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravers of a signed, shalt thou engrave the two stones, right, with the names of the children of Israel. And this is what we see on the board with the 12 tribes of the Israelites. This also proves that there's nothing wrong with the 12 tribe sign. It's right here in the scriptures. Thou shalt make them to be set in ouches of gold. And when you go up in there, the engravings of a signed, like a seal, like when you use a signature, or a signing of your nature. Signature, they just put it together, signing of your nature. Okay, the children of Israel, that shall make them to be set in ouches of gold. Okay, that's pretty much it on that. You can keep reading if you want. The key is, there was nothing wrong with making the image of Yahawashi and saying and calling it Yahawashi, Yahweh, and Yahawashi. You see the Son, you see the Father, right? There's nothing wrong with re-identifying and casting out the lie and bring back the image to our people. Because after all, once we start following white Jesus and we start believing in that, what do we start believing in ourselves? Right? We don't have the faith. This brings faith to know that we were lied to and cast down these imaginations and these lies. Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, says they painted the likeness of their images, which means we must have had already images in our images. There was nothing wrong with that. But these guys, they want to be deep. They really hate Yahawashi, and that's the point. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.